You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Man, you got to become the villain. You have to be dangerous out here. Women look at you and they classify you into buckets. This guy is a play guy, is a bad guy, and is a guy that I don't want to hold myself accountable to. This guy is a nice guy. I'm going to play with him. I'm going to extract all I can from him. I'm going to use him as much as possible, but I'm going to sleep with this other guy, the play guy. Women are delusional, especially nowadays. They'll play with the good guy who might not be really ripped or jacked or just not even having good physique, but they'll want the guy who's ripped and jacked, and they'll cheat on this guy with him. Then when things end with him, which might happen after 10 years and 2 kids, then they'll try and get with this jack guy who they thought that they'd be able to retain. But bro, she can't retain you. Now that you're jacked and ripped, she can't retain you, bro. So they bucket you into categories based on where they are in life and what they want out of life. Most women want the same things. So if you're a good guy, how to escape being that guy and how to get placed in the category of a man who is to be respected and a man who is revered by women and other people for that matter. This is what this video is about. Being lean, being jacked, being ripped should now be a prerequisite for your life, especially in relation to women and the way that women interact with you. You see, you're not going to be able to attract women nowadays because women are visual creatures also. We're not the only visual creatures, okay? Women are emotional, but they do have a level of input processing visually that's visual. So you have to be lean nowadays. You have to be ripped and have some size. You can't just be lean. Again, lean is law is not, that's a false statement because it doesn't have the context necessary for you to understand and really see that being at a good body fat percentage and a good amount of lean mass relative to your height and weight is important also. So being lean, especially in relation to your attraction towards women, is imperative. Otherwise, you're going to let yourself go. You're going to give up and you're going to feel horrible. And I don't want you guys to do that. All my subscribers, all the people that follow me know that I want you guys to live the best, most optimal life that you can. Women are a part of life that we all must interact with and that we should be able to have that check box marked off when it comes to being able to attract women and have fruitful relationships and interactions with them. Now, this is what I talk about on my channel if you're new to the channel. So if you have any questions, let me know also. Women look at you and they classify you into buckets. This guy is a play guy, is a bad guy, and is a guy that I don't want to hold myself accountable to. This guy is a nice guy. I'm going to play with him. I'm going to extract all I can from him. I'm going to use him as much as possible, but I'm going to sleep with this other guy, the play guy. And then maybe eventually I'll get with the play guy once I've extracted enough from this guy. And once I, might not have any other options, I'm going to try and get with this big player guy. But obviously you as a player, not the player, but you as the guy who doesn't take any bullshit, you're going to reject that chick because she's not going to be worth it to you. Women are delusional, especially nowadays. They're delusional. They'll play with the good guy who might not be really ripped or jacked or just not even having good physique. They'll play with him. But they'll want the guy who's ripped and jacked, and they'll cheat on this guy with him. Then when things end with him, which might happen after 10 years and 2 kids, then they'll try and get with this jack guy who they thought that they'd be able to retain. But bro, she can't retain you. Now that you're jacked and ripped, she can't retain you, bro. Okay? Oftentimes women will forego speaking to you. They'll reject. They'll try and avoid you because they know that they won't be able to keep up with you or manipulate you or control you and wrap you around their fingers. So they bucket you into categories based on where they are in life and what they want out of life. Most women want the same things. Okay? So if you're a good guy, how to escape being that guy and how to get placed in the category of a man who is to be respected and a man who is revered by women and other people for that matter. In the workplace, in your corporate life, if you're a corporate person, in your social life, in other aspects of life, this is what this video is about. Look, the first thing you have to do is you have to see yourself as being that guy. Okay? The guy who is the one who has all of the admirable qualities, all of the desirable qualities. Because the desirable men get the most desirable women. And the guys who are not desirable, but they're extremely nice and cool and, oh, she loves my personality, those are the ones who get used and squeezed dry like a used towel. You don't want to be that guy. Okay? You want to be the one who is respected because people fear you. Okay? Not in a narcissistic way, but in a way that reminds people that every time they speak to you, they should come to you right. They should respect you and how they speak with you and interact with you. So you have to envision yourself as that guy first. And then you have to take the actions towards becoming that man because it's likely inside of you. Because you're watching this video right now, which means you have curiosity for how to become that man, but you don't realize that it's within you. If you didn't have it within you, you probably wouldn't be watching this video because you wouldn't think or nothing naturally inside you would make you inclined to click on this video. Because naturally, you know that something deep down is telling you that you are better than what you're showing right now. That's why you're watching this video and you have to take a stand, right? You have to envision yourself as being that man. Then you take a stand and put forth the actions to become that man. And slowly but surely you will. If you need any help, let me know because I help guys transform their lives and become that man, lose all the weight and become ripped and jacked, which is what will give you the most satisfaction in life. You'll live longer. You'll have better, more fruitful interactions and encounters with others. You'll have preferential treatment in life. You will get the fit privilege, as many say nowadays. Well, it's true. You will also be more fulfilled in every aspect of life, especially in being content with yourself. You'll look in the mirror and you will be the reason why you get up out of bed will be you. When's the last time you've gotten out of bed and been proud of what you see in the mirror? It's probably been a long, long time. Maybe when you were much younger, since that was the case. But now that you're older, you have not had this experience and you've been treated suboptimally. You have not been treated the way that you desire, in the way that you think you deserve. You might not deserve it right now because you have to work for what you deserve. Okay? You don't deserve something unless you worked for it. That's what we're taught since we were young, and this is true. The people who have the best outcomes in life work the hardest for it. Yeah, there are people who cut corners and did nefarious, horrible things to get to where they are. But one thing that you can control is your body. What you can control is how you sculpt your body into what you want it to be. Because that leads to you sculpting your mind at the same time and sculpting the way you think, your frame, the way you speak. These things are things you have to practice. And the best practice is repetition. You cannot practice if you don't repeat things over and over and over and over and over again. How do you think Kobe got to where he was? You guys have to take as many shots as possible in the gym, as many shots as possible in life, as many shots as possible with women. And the best way to get out of the category where women categorize you as the nice guy who they're going to play with is getting ripped and jacked and proving everybody wrong. You prove everybody wrong. You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Man, you got to become the villain. You have to be dangerous out here. We're not in the old times where you could be mediocre and still have a wife and 2 kids and a white picket fence and, live until you're old. It's not like this anymore. We're in a time you're in crazy times, okay? And desperate times oftentimes call for desperate measures. So you have to really, really want it. You have to really want it. I'm not saying being desperate. I'm saying is you have to have an innate desire to want it inside. So you should have a hunger for it. That's the word. You need a hunger for it. Okay? You have to not be able to breathe without going to the gym. But if you're not able to breathe without pleasing your wife, come on, man. Pleasing that girl? Man, what are we talking about, man? You have to do this. Otherwise, she'll keep you in that category and you won't be able to get out. The only way you'll be able to get out is cutting off the relationship, which she will do first. Okay? That's the only way out. Then you're going to be depressed. You're going to be in a hole that you feel like you can't get out of because she's put you in that hole. She's put you in a coffin pretty much, and she's been dumping dirt on you. You're 6 feet under. She's been dumping dirt on you the entire relationship. Dumping dirt on you. So now the dirt is so heavy you can't get out of that 6-foot hole. Can't get out of it. And you're stuck. You're watching this video. If you need help, let me know. I can help you get out of that hole and rediscover yourself. Find yourself again. And if you've never been an attractive man, if you've never been a man that women seek, you can, and it's not too late. So let me know if you need help, guys, okay? That's been the end of the video. You have to get out of this category and into the other one, where women desire you and people treat you preferentially. Always think about what your legacy will be in life. I'll talk to you in the next video.